Meron na? Meron. Meron na. Naka-live na. Saglit. Mahina. Ano? Nagaham ko yung laptop. Nasunda. Siguro click ko baka naghangang. Tayin mo lang. I-refresh mo lang ito. I-refresh mo lang. Ay, like mo. Wait, tayo lang. Hanggang lang.
Kasi mga natin mga item. Kasi mga natin. Kasi natin lahat ng mga video.
Video. Kami yung pag-first time ko. Wag masyado. Ayan. Malabo. Palitan ko naman ito. Palitan ko yung camera. Ito dapat yung gagamitin. HD. Baka naman pangit. Sumunod natin ang konti. Kahit na nakasoy din siya. Kahit nakasoy tayo.
Hindi po, dali natin para makapagsimula na tayo.
Huwag na lang natin ang konti yung table. Yung closing daw. Okay na, pwede. Pwede na.
Oh, please. 3 minutes more po. Dito na tayo. Ayun na ang invite natin, kaya kailangan lumapit tayo para makikita natin kung ano yung negosyo.
Okay na yan. Iyan mo siya. Nasa speaker yung makikita
Kaya kayo mga kape, mauli nyo na yung isang Panginoon. Ako na lang balikan.
Ito naman siya kanila. Lagyan ko ng premiere.
Okay na?
Oo, yan. Yun na yun, nakikita na yan.
Marami tayong mga special na test ngayon. Kaya kailangan makikita ang gusto yung natin na.
Hindi ba yung ilita sa
Okay, 2 minutes more.
Bubuhatin lang naman itong laptop siya. Okay lang.
This is 4. Okay, hapunan dito. Ganyan ka na po yan, hindi po yan hapunan, mga kapatid. Okay. So, simulan na po natin. Abi, calling Abi.
Okay ka na. Buka na yung laptop kapag buka. Yun na lang sa banda. Yung sa gitna. Yung position niya. Doon daw.
Siguro. Naka-live stream ba tayo?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir Ivan?
Ay, ma'am, sige. Ayaw naman yung pan, ayaw maiset yung pan mo na bumabalik doon sa camera na
Ano po ito?
camera ng computer.
Eh, na,
Ito ba magkape? Dalawa tayo.
yun na.
Live stream po tayo ngayon. Pinonori tayo sa ibang bansa. Kaya kailangan all smile tayo ngayon, ha? We will be having a live stream. Ngayong gabi po, makakalas po sa ibang bansa, okay? So, nakakita pa lang muna. Please, dito po tayo. Dito tayo. Gawin natin yung mga tayo. Sharing ko ng team.
Ano mo na si Happy? Para mag-start na tayo dito. Kasi yung nakaplay na yun. Doon sa office. Oo, yun ang mic. Tapos stop it.
Kita na.
Bilang to sir, malayo.
Kita na.
Pero yung outlet. Hello. Kasi nga sineset up ko itong kwan.
WhatsApp.
Alright, good evening and good morning everyone.
Start mo.
Hey, so welcome to Photo Premiere. This is preview. So it's an honor to see new faces here. Any people came in for the first time? Alright. So by the way, I'm Ortigas and it's an honor to be here in front of you. And it's also good to see a bunch of people who are looking for an opportunity. Alright, and I just want to congratulate you and congratulate you and want to say that you're welcome because you could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here. Because
Premier International is specifically designed to cater to a more premier market of business professionals, investors, owners, and entrepreneurs that fall within the MB markets. If you notice, our segmentation of market that we cater to is a higher level market of people that actually have money. Okay, we're not dealing with your your lower DEF markets where people actually have to go out and try to search for money or they just don't have it, right? So we're dealing with people that have money. Then we have William Barber, who's the president of the company, Herbie Chua, vice president, Oliver Chua, chief operating officer. Each has over 17 years of business and network marketing experience. Take note of that, huh? And excelling as top earners for other well-known companies in the industry, and now own and operate the country's #1 most successful business model of entrepreneurship. What do you need to know here? Well, first of all, I call it the big three. William, Herbie, Oliver, I call them the big three. So anytime I say the big three, know that I'm referring to the three. We're first got together and said, hey, we heard that network marketing is pretty cool. Yeah, so cool. Why don't we go get some products, put our name after it, and label them with Uno, and then let's put hire somebody to create some kind of pay plan so we can pay people, stick it together with glue and gum, let's throw it out there. Let's no. These are three men who got together. They became top network marketers, right? In business, top earners. They understood how difficult network marketing really is. They understand all the tears and joys of network marketing, all the difficult things that people hate about network marketing. And they said, you know what? What would we like to see in a company if we were sitting in your shoes tonight? And let's create. That's exactly what they did. They took out all the bad things that each and every one of you hate about network marketing, and they created Uno for me. Okay? So let's continue. And in fact, how amazing these three individuals are. Their expertise has created over 800 millionaires in the last 8 years, further validating their leadership and proven track record of success. This is unreal in industry. You know, I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter if you're living in yen, euro, won, peso, pound, it does not matter. Because to create over 800 millionaires in the past 8 years is not only unheard of, I'm going to tell you right now, 23 years that I've been in this industry, it is a phenomenon. Amazing. So do these three men know what they're doing in terms of creating wealth in you? Yes, they do. Right? They are amazing. Countries with Uno Premier International business offices and expanding, right? We have Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, Malaysia, Nigeria, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, Pakistan, United Kingdom, United States, India, Canada, Australia, Japan, etc., right? And you know, I'm going to tell you right now, you know, this is probably the most important part of the presentation. I think you do understand the marketing plan, but this is one thing you do need to know and understand right now, right now. First of all, when we mention these countries, we are barely starting there. We haven't even hit the crawling stage, the big crawling stage of this business. So the timing could not be better. You see, in business, it's always about timing. No matter what the business is, just like in real estate, it's always location, 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 right? Well, in business, it's timing, timing, timing. Just to give you one example, what I mean by timing. I know a lot of you already know, but for those who don't know, remember back then when we had a water filtration business about 8 years ago when it first started up, right? Over 8 years ago, 8, 9 years ago, now. Well, people back then were saying, hey, why do I have to drink from a bottle of water? I don't need that. Eh, tingnan mo, okay naman kalusog ako, uminom ako sa gripo, naman ako eh. Oo, marunong din ako mag-Tagalog ha. Nag-nosebleed na ako kayo? Ha? Nosebleed na? Ha? O sige, sa Tagalog din ako ha? Okay, so imagine that, no? But imagine today, right? Those people that invested in the water filtration system business back then, people said, oh, we don't want water. But then when they started educating people about the contaminants and minerals in the water and how they can be dangerous to your health, what did people say? Ay, sige, bili tayo ng mineral water, right? So what happened? Those who ever opened water stations back then, guess what? Today they capitalize, they capture the market, they have their customer and clientele base. And they have not only one location, but they have two locations. Sa tingin mo, kita ka o lulugi ka? Siyempre, lulugi kayo. Why? Because when you get into that market right now, you're going to try to find customers, but all the customers are already loyal and faithful to those branches. So I'm gonna right? Most likely, you'll go bankrupt, right? So it's always about timing, okay? So always understand, right now, I can tell you right now, timing is, right now, we're going to you won't find a better time. And I learned one thing that experience has taught me in the last 22 to 23 years is that there's a small window of opportunity that sometimes will open up to you in life that can truly make you a millionaire. You just need to learn to recognize it and act. And I can promise you today that entrepreneurs is one of those opportunities that you just don't even think about it. You just need to act. Okay, so let's continue. Products. The doctor of the future no longer treat the human brain with drugs, but will rather cure and prevent disease with nutrition. Famous words of Thomas Edison. You know, it's funny that he said that because did you know in the US alone, not counting other international countries, we kill more people in the hospitals in 1 year than we killed in the 10 years in the Vietnam War? That's a fact. I think Thomas Edison's words are pretty strong, right? Prevent is better than cure. Okay. Now tonight I'm not going to go through all the products because I promised you a short presentation, did I not? Right, so I will breeze through them, but I will talk about just one. But let's go through them. Let's go through them shortly. We have the Leju's Cosmetic line. The Leju's Cosmetic line is an anti-aging makeup kit with it's a mineral makeup with an opens of 24 karat gold that helps you look beautiful. Not only beautiful, but it's antioxidants, keep your skin young and glowing. So it's an amazing product. And since we are a health company, we can assure you that we know the ingredients that's in our products. We actually know they are healthy. Unlike when you buy gold makeup out of the market, we don't know what's in the products, right? We have no control of that. And then we have Santiago berries. Now, Santiago berries is amazing. You know, the BOD, the big three, they already got this right. You know why? Because they took all the blockbusting, the most demanded purchase, in-demand products in the industry, and they put it together all in one super formula, in one capsule. Products like goji berry, right? We heard about goji berry and all its wonderful attributes of health, right? And with it. And we have mangosteen, acai, blackberry, blueberry, pomegranate, right? Pomegranate, right? And then we have watermelon, and the list goes on and on, right? And it's just an amazing product. Now you got a product that will actually keep you younger, it'll help you reverse the signs of aging. It helps also with your collagen, helps you with your immune system, to boost your immune system, helps you with a man. I know they like this part, with the legal section, right? If you have problems down here in this department, it'll help you there. And with the women, when they have their monthly thing, which we know that women that they hate that part of that time of the month, right? Sometimes some of them are very painful, they get PMS, right? And this actually balances them out. It helps them deal with that so it's not as bad, right? So it has a lot of benefits. It's an amazing product. Then the next product is Pro Cardio. And Pro Cardio is a very interesting product. Now this is a product that most men and women should be taking, especially starting from the ages of, I would say, anywhere from 30 to 34 and above. Why? Especially over the age of 38. Because we know that, especially here in the Philippines, all you Filipinos have a bad habit of eating baboy, right? That's right, baboy, right? And we know that cholesterol is very, very high, right? All that trans fat and all that stuff. So did you know that not in the United States alone, not counting other international countries, and from what I understand, of course, in the Philippines, but 1 out of 4 people will either experience a heart attack or die from one. And secondly is stroke. That is a fact. Well, let me tell you how Pro Cardio works. It was very interesting. Are you guys familiar with a roto-rooter is? A roto-rooter is what's used in the States in plumbing. When your pipes are all plugged up, you call a plumber, and he comes up to your house and he puts a stick down your pipes, and it's like a machine, and it goes. and all that junk comes out of your pipes, and now you got clean pipes. Well, pro-cardio works in a similar fashion. It goes into your body. It lowers a bad LDL cholesterol. It lowers a bad triglyceride level. It raises the good cholesterol. And guess what? You now got clean pipes. That's right. Cleans out your blood, gets rid of all that buildup of plaque in your arteries, right? And I'm sure many of you here tonight know people or have loved ones that have either experienced a heart attack or stroke, right? They definitely need this product, right? Especially if you love them. See, this business, what I love about network marketing, is always about love. It really is. It's about loving the people we work with, loving the people, helping them with their health. And I don't think, you'll find a better business than network marketing. In fact, people say network marketing is not for me, but they miss the big picture. See, what many people don't know about network marketing is it's one of the best educations you'll ever receive that you can never receive going to a formal university or college. In fact, it's the only business that I know that encourages failure so you can learn to get back up on your feet and be successful, so you can succeed, right? So anyway, let's continue. The next product that I'm actually very excited about is NutriFat. Now this is a product I will talk a little bit about more. How many here in this audience tonight would actually like to lose belly fat? Please raise your hand. All right, yeah, belly fat, that's right. Now, what about this? What happens if I told you you can actually lose that belly fat without, take note, without additional diet or exercise? Well, now that would interest you, right? But let me tell you something. Did you know that the diet industry is the most rampant, the most powerful, the most demanded supplement than any other product in the industry, period? You know why? Because people want to look beautiful, sexy, macho. They care more of how their exterior looks before they take care of what's on the inside. Do you agree? Right? That's right. Well, I want to tell you that this is a true story, and I'm going to explain this so you can understand how our product NutriFat ties into this story. You see, I was once in the US, I was once with a company that released a diet product, and this company did $100 million on the first year of the release of their product. And guess what? I personally pocketed about $1.7 to $1.8 million in less than 2 years. And you know how I did that? It was so stupidly easy, you might even think that I'm lying. The company was so smart that they created sample packs. Believe it or not, all I did was a stupid little thing. Put my name, number on it, staple gun, it was a sticky note, staple gun, and I would go around and I'll just give it to people. Oh man, would you like to use some label? Would you like some energy? Oh man. And sometimes women would get offended. What are you saying? I'm fat, son? Alright? They'll walk away from me. Then later on, I'm about 10 feet away. Hey, wait a minute. You sure I can lose weight with that? Oh, yes, ma'am. You know what? I would tell you, I'm not kidding you, within hours, if not the next day, people would they would actually call me back and say, Johnny, you got some more of that product? I gotta have it. It is amazing. And I go, yeah, who's this? Oh, John, this is Tom. Remember me? Oh, Tom. Hi, Tom. Who the hell is Tom? And they'll be like, oh, Johnny, I gotta have it. Can you sell me some of that product? Oh, Tom, sorry, Tom, but you know what? I don't like to sell. I'm not a retailer. I don't have time to sell. But I tell you what I can do for you. I can help you get it at wholesale. Oh, really? You do that for me, Johnny? You sure you don't want to make a couple of bucks? I could buy some for you. Oh, no, Tom, that's okay. I don't need that. I don't need to get a wholesale. Well, Johnny, what's the catch then? Why would you do that for me? Oh, well, the catch is, all I have to ask of you is come and attend one of my business previews. That's right, I'll get it to me. Oh, really, Johnny? How long will that take? Not more than 45 minutes, under an hour. Oh, really? Okay, I can do that. Hey, Johnny, can I invite some friends? Oh, you sure can do that. and you know what? I'm not kidding you. True story about this guy, Tom. He came over, he brought a couple of his friends, actually more than a couple, several of his friends, and believe it or not, before 30 days, like 24, 25 days, I'm not kidding you, he had over 100 people, 100 business partners in his organization, and he made a residual, not one time, he already created a residual income over $10,000 a month just because of that. Because people will always want to lose weight, but you know why? Not because it was just diet, but because the product actually worked like crazy. People were dropping weight like crazy, and they felt it right away. And today, Uno Premier has actually modeled themselves after that same concept with a product called NutriFab. And let me share with you why NutriFab is so amazing. Well, first of all, if you take note here, what did the company do? They created sample packs. Yes, that's why I'm so excited. Sample packs. Because now when the moment you do the sample with someone, I promise you that something's going to happen just within 6 hours. That's right, 6 hours. And the moment they try that, they're going to be calling you back and say, what the hell did you do? Right? Really that good. But let's talk about it. What's so special about NutriFab? Well, NutriFab is a pickle pump with micropunctures, and it's pickled, and they infuse it with several core ingredients. Number one is green tea extract. Green tea extract is a metabolic enhancer that will speed up your metabolism so your body can start burning fat naturally. It is very powerful. Green tea is very, very powerful. And I know that for a fact because I used to drink C2 Green. Remember C2 Green? Okay, well, before they changed the formula, now it's not that good because it has corn syrup. But back in the days, it used to have stevia. And when it had stevia, I lost over close to 20 pounds in a matter of months. Just drinking nothing but C2, no water, C2 Green. And now they changed the formula, where it's sad to see. Okay, and now, so the next ingredient our product has is purity. And purity it works in two very interesting fashions. Number one, it lowers bad triglyceride levels and bad LDL cholesterol. Secondly, it inhibits the production of fat. Very, very powerful. And the third core ingredient it has is a probiotic called Bifidobacterium lung. Now, you guys familiar with probiotics, kind of like yogurt or Yakult, right? Okay, this is a little bit of a different type of probiotic. But just to let you know, it's an amazing program. You know, let me put it this way. The problem here in Asian countries, especially in the Philippines, many of you are accustomed of taking diet teas, right? Like Biosyn or Cancunis or Bigger Lie, right? That's right, I call it Bigger Lie, right? Why do I call it a bigger lie? Well, first of all, in the beginning, it may do you some good, right? You're taking it, wow, I went to the bathroom, it works, right? But no, that's like that, diba? Because the very first time I tried bigger life, alam ko na ako. Or, nagkaroon naman ng heat flashes. Sabi ko, stroke ako dito, ginamit ko. Oo, I was in the bathroom. I was literally doing that. Literally. I was like, my God, what is that stuff, right? But I'm telling you, what people don't know is the long-term effects of eventually, but the problem is the long-term effects of slimming teas is that your body starts becoming dehydrated, right? And not only that all the bad waste goes out, but guess what also goes out with it? All the good flora that your intestines need to digest food and provide the nutrients to your cells. It's gone also. Very few of that is left behind because of these teas. So guess what? If you are taking supplements or eating a very healthy diet, your body is actually starving. That is true. But NutriFab works very differently. Not only that it does the good things without okay, it still makes you feel good, right? You still feel a little bit, but it flourishes every area of your intestinal tract with good flora, with probiotics. So now anytime you do eat healthy food or take supplements, every cell in your body is now being fed and charged. And that is why this product is so amazing. And the last but not least, our proprietary blend that no other company in the market has is our fourth and final blockbusting ingredient, which is called Garcinia Cambogia. And Garcinia Cambogia is the most amazing discovery in the last 50 years when it comes in terms of blood food fat. In fact, this is the product that people say that you can start losing and shedding pounds without additional diet and exercise. And I truly believe it because it's powerful. When we first got the sample packs, I started taking them, and just in the first I'm not kidding you, just in the first 10 days, I lost 5 pounds of belly fat. Literally, not water, belly fat. Okay, because you know there's a water retention, right? So there's, oh, that's just the water, but I actually lost belly fat. So I'm not saying that everybody will have the same results, but it's very, very powerful. But what I'm going to do is just to show you how powerful our product is. I'm going to show you what Garcia Cambodia actually does. I'm going to show you a 2-minute, 25-second video. Would you guys like to see that 2-minute, 25-second video? Okay, let's take a look at that right now.
Everybody wants to know what's the newest, most effective fat buster on the market that lets you burn fat without extra diet or exercise. Thanks to brand new scientific research, the secret that millions of people across America are using to shed pounds quickly and effectively is a revolutionary fat buster called Garcia Cambogia, a pumpkin-shaped fruit plant from Southeast Asia. Garcia Cambogia may be the most revolutionary fat-burning ingredient discovered today. New research has found that this strange fruit may be the miracle pill that lets you lose weight without changing your diet or exercise. Garcia Cambogia inhibits the production of new fat in the body, and when the body is not making fat, it's burning fat. Scientific research shows that people using Garcia Cambogia lose 2 to 3 times more fat than with diet and exercise alone. Not only does it help with weight loss, Garcia Cambogia also helps emotional leaders by increasing serotonin levels in sleep, elevating mood, suppressing appetite, and preventing new belly fat. So Garcia Cambogia acts as a true dual fat buster. First and foremost, it suppresses appetite so you are not hungry. Second, it prevents fat from being stored by changing fat into glycogen for energy that your muscles will use when you exercise. To demonstrate, here's an example. When you eat food, your liver enzymes turn all of the sugar, blood, and carbohydrates into fat cells, and your fat cells swell and absorb this fat and get larger and larger, which is the cause of belly fat. Garcia Cambogia blocks these liver enzymes and creates a new pathway to move the sugar, bread, and carbohydrates into energy. By doing this, you prevent new fat from being formed, and your already swelled fat cells begin to shrink and convert that stored fat into energy. This new ingredient is a revolutionary new product the world has been waiting for, and has been touted as the holy grail of weight loss.
Well, take a look at these before and after pictures right now. It's a matter of weeks. It's a matter of weeks. It's a matter of weeks. And here we have from sexy to sexier. Right? And actually, I have some videos. I mean, you just go on YouTube and you'll see it's amazing. Women and men that weigh over 300 and some pounds, and today they look like they came out of a method magazine. Absolutely powerful. Okay? So let's continue now. Compensation. Robert Kiyosaki once said, the richest people in the world work for and build networks, everyone else looks at their work. In fact, I truly believe that. You see, there's nothing wrong with employment. I know that a lot of you, especially those who have high-powered jobs, you feel like maybe you achieve something and you're making good money, but the real question is, how happy are you with it? Secondly, are you really getting the things that you really want? And I guess the one thing that I would say would be called time freedom. The ability to spend time with your family when you want, anytime you want, and how you want. You see, the problem is, even though you do belong to the employment sector, you belong to what's called the 40-40-40 plan. That's right. What is that 40-40-40 plan? That is 40 years of your life working for someone else. 40 years of your life building somebody else's dreams, not yours. And 40% of your earnings is going to the Philippine government. That's right. Because when you get your paycheck, there's a deduction. When you go pay your utility bills, there's tax deduction. When you buy fuel, everything, there's a tax deduction, right? So 40% is going back to them. But here I'm going to show you today what I call the 18-month program. Because I really don't believe that the 40 years is really a solution. Let's take a look at that. Uno Premier International, your own business starts here. What to expect? Well, first of all, you get a professional online back office where you can check your business from anywhere in the world as long as you have access to the internet. Secondly, you're going to have your own personal replicated website, which is being worked on now. Right now, we're pretty much almost complete with the storefront. Now we're going to be working on the marketing site. And the way the marketing site is going to work is like, for example, your name is, ma'am? Johaini. So the www.unopremier.com/Johaini. Okay, so when Johaini gets her link to someone that's in either Dubai or Korea or United States, they're going to see her website and say, oh wow, company product, oh I like this. Oh, this is what Johaini looks like. Wow, what a nice looking young lady. Right? I think I want to do business with her. They're going to pull out her credit card, they're going to put in the numbers, and guess what? Now she has a business partner on the other side of the world, right? And if she's here in the Philippines and they're in the United States, well, she's making money while she's sleeping, isn't she? Right? That's the beauty of our business. Right? Now, business tools and materials, which we also provide, video seminars and conferences. We have this 3 times a week to support your business from Edsa Shangri, from Makati New World Hotel, sometimes Makati Shop as well, and GEC SMX Aula Taguig. Okay, then we have leadership support and training. Now, this is the part that I want to emphasize a little bit here. You see, many of you have friends or relatives that are known as OFWs, correct? There's only 2 reasons why they do this. 2 reasons, really just 2. The first reason is because they have to help their families back at home, or they want to help their families back at home. And secondly, they want to save up money if they are able to do so, if they're smart enough, and if they're making enough. They want to save up money to come back to the Philippines so they can open up a business so they don't ever have to return back abroad to be away from their families. And did you know that some of these people have worked over 5, 7, 10, 15, and 20 years, and they're barely even able to save up anywhere from 500 to 1 million pesos, if they're lucky and smart, 2 million, and they come back home to the Philippines and they open up a business, and guess what? This is a fact. Over 97% of them plus, it's more like 98% plus, will actually go bankrupt within the first 6 months to 1 year. And guess what? Their dreams were shattered. And how many years did they waste away of their life being away from their family? It's quite sad, right? Well, because you know why they failed? There could be many, many reasons, but just to mention a few of those reasons is the financial knowledge of operating a business, management skills. They didn't have the proper leadership or support system to actually help them with their business. Maybe location. Many, many reasons that why they actually lost their money. But here at Uno Premier, we make sure this never happens. We are a system, we are a unit that works as one family. We make sure that we provide you with the proper leadership, support, and training, so no matter what, failure is not an option. We have a support system. Okay, and this is why we're here, kind of like a franchise, right? If you buy a franchise, instead of a franchise that costs you anywhere from 35 to 100 million pesos, they bring their team in, they train you, they support you, right? Well, same thing here, except with us, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Okay, so let's continue. Online Android business presentation app. Well, now you have an app. If you have a friend that's in Dubai or Korea, say, hey, pare, may Android phone ka? Okay on. Oh, download mo itong application, Uno Premier, punta ka sa Google Play Store. Ito ko lang yung box ng white na says Google Play. Okay, so he presses it, he downloads the free app. Then he can see the company, products, compensation, everything, right? Maybe some of you say, sandali lang, Johnny, alam mo ako, nakita na ako, I'm kind of old, I don't know how to operate a computer. My daughter, my son, kilig siya dyan. I don't know how. I'm going to show you that every single person here in this audience can do this regardless of age, culture, and race. I know a lot of you don't like to raise your hands, so I'm going to ask you all just one favor tonight, just for me, just a small little favor. Can every single one of you in the audience raise your right hand for me, just for a moment, please? Every single one of you, please. Every one of you, every one of you. Please, I see a lot of hands. I don't see any hands over here. High, up in the air. Right hand. Show me this finger. This front finger, this index finger. Wiggle it back and forth like this. Okay? Kung kaya mo gawin itong negosyo kasi pindot lang. press, right? Do this business. Very, very simple. Okay? See, I just want to show you how simple this business really is, right? Business partners, commissions, reports, products, lahat nandun sa isang pindot lang, di ba? Okay, very, very simple. Okay, we're going to prepare international business strategies. Now let's talk about the business entries and how much it costs to get started. But before we do this, I want to mention one thing. Did you know that most businesses, if you want to invest in a business, just to make a net income, especially if there's any business that are written here, I'm sure they actually will agree with this, they can validate this, just to have a business that will net you anywhere from 80 to 100,000 pesos per month, you need to invest a minimum of 1 million to 2 million pesos. Always. Just to make that. And still, you don't break even because why? You invested 1 million, if you're only making 100,000 pesos a month, how long before you can make that back? Right? What, 10, 11 months, 12 months? Not counting the 13-month pay that you have to pay to your employees. Right? Costs a lot of money, right? So let's get started from here, just so you can understand that. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you tonight. I'm going to give it to you very, very straight. I don't like hype. I've been in this industry way too long, and I just don't like it when I see presenters, and I'm sure many of you have gone to a similar function like this before, and what you see, a lot of hype, a lot of big numbers, and you know what, in fact, it's kind of insulting sometimes when they think they can fool us, right? So I'm not going to do that tonight. So let's just be very straightforward. Here we have what's called the business premier package of 30,600 pesos. Now, I will be very straight with you. If you think this is a good way to get started, you guys want to know the truth? Okay, most presenters say, oh, it's a good way to get started. Any place to get started is good, but I don't like it. I'm going to tell you it's just okay now. It's just a way to get your foot in the door, just to get started, so you don't get left behind. Okay, it's okay lang siya. Okay, then you get your elite, which is at the 61,200 pesos, which gets a little bit better. Then we have the global business entry at 122,400, which is the only position that you should be considering. Remember what I said earlier about a business, 1 million just to make 100 net, right? Okay, let's compare this as we go through. 122,000 only, yeah? Now, maybe some of you, I know not most of you, but very few of you, maybe some of you say, you know what, I got that money, pero medyo mabigat yun. Let's take it heavy to 122. You know, but I'm going to prove to you that the 122 really is just an obstacle that's all in your mind. It's really all in your mind. Because even a Jollibee worker can come up with 122,000. No, Johnny, that's impossible because a Jollibee worker. Yeah. So yeah, okay, let's prove this. Okay, let's pretend that this box here, it's kind of a small box, but let's pretend it's a big box. Let's say this box here has 1 million pesos. 1 million. Okay, and I came up to you and I said, sir, ma'am, I'm going to give you this 1 million pesos. It's all yours. It's really yours. It's 1 million. You can have it. Do whatever you want with it, pero my catch. The catch is, you got 3 days. 3 days only, 72 hours. You got to come back to me, and you got to give me 122,000 pesos, and I will give you this 1 million pesos for 122,000. Can you find me 122,000 for 1 million? Yes? Maybe some of you are saying, okay. I'm going to give you one last example, and I apologize for this example because it's not a nice example. It might even offend some of you, but I need to give you a wake-up call kasi ito don't do high school. Sometimes bad things happen in our lives. What if you have a son, a daughter, a niece, or a nephew, and the physician came up to you and says, sir, ma'am, we have a very critical problem on our hands. We have to operate. We have to do a very special procedure, and it's going to cost you 122,000. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is you got to come up with this money within 72 hours. Because if you do not come up with this money to proceed with this procedure, we do not know what can happen to your child. Ang tanong, papayag ka ba? No. Do you think you can find the 122 now to save your child's life? Oh yes, now you can. You know it's not a good example, right? But why did I do this? Because I'm proving to you that if you can find that to save your child's life, what difference is finding 122,000 to change your life? Right? So it's all in the mind. The amount, it's not 1 million, that's for 1 million. I mean, right? But when we say 122, that is attainable and that is achievable. Okay, and remember what we talked about, 1 million You have to invest to make an average of 100 net, right? Now let's compare the difference here, okay? The bigger package you invest in, the greater return incentive you receive. In fact, 90% of the people come here, businessmen, they don't really pay attention to this, or women. But some will come in here, but mostly here, because businessmen and women understand that the bigger the investment, the larger and the incentives are the returns, especially Muslim people. Have you seen them? They're good business people, right? Do you have any in your house? No. Okay, well, I'll tell you, they're amazing people. They definitely understand money. And I'm going to tell you, let's take a look at that. Entrepreneur direct business bonus. Packages, cash certificates. Let's take a look at this. First of all, this is you. Okay, now, let's say you go out there and you invite your first business partner, right? And that business partner comes in at the okay lang level, just the okay level, at 30,600, right? How much do you make? You make a 1,320 pesos and 2,250 pesos product certificate. Okay, right away. But let's say you go out and you find your next business partner and he decides to come in at an 8 level, at 61,200. You will make 2,640 pesos cash on 4,500 product certificate. But now let's say you go out and get your next business partner, and this next business partner maybe, like how many of you feel here? Just sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And he comes in and says, you know what, I'm a real businessman, and I can't put all my eggs in one basket anymore because life is hard. He says, I'm going to get started at the global level. I'm going to make 5,200 feet, you're going to make 5,280 and 9,000. And guess what? If you get 9,000 pesos in product certificates, you can lose a lot of belly fat for 9,000, right? Imagine if you got a certificate of 9,000 and you took that and did what I did. Remember the story I told you how I made all my money? Right? And you took 9,000 of that product certificate and gave it all to the people that can afford the 122 at Pagkaas. Hopefully you guys know walang kaya ang magulungin kayo, ha? You give it to people that can afford 122 and above and just give out that free product. Every single one of them, don't even bother to sell it. Give it away for free. What do you think will happen? Do you not think that if you gave 9,000 pesos of product certificate away for free, of pure NutriFab, do you not think you'll at least find 2, 3, maybe even 4 gold business signups? Of course you will. Of course. Right? Entrepreneur dual business bonus. This is you. You have a business line that separates your left business line from your right business line. I know on the surface you're going to say, oh, this just looks like all those other programs. Well, I'm going to explain the difference. Okay? So don't get confused. Don't let it deceive you. Okay, you have your right business line. Let's say you go out and find your first partner, CK. We'll call him Al. And you go out and find your friend, and he comes in and makes, comes at the global level. You make 5,280 and 9,000 product certificate. Ayun sa last slide, nalala mo? Remember? Right? Okay? Then you get your next business partner, si Barry. And Barry comes in, you make another 5,280 and 9,000. Now you got more free product to give out, right? And guess what? Because you have Al and Barry, you got one on the left, one on the right. It's called dual. Okay? So every time you have a pair, the company says, we're going to reward you 14,400 pesos, not 500 at the short things. Right? 1,000. Gusto ko naman, invite your friends to Jollibee McDonald's, to treat them all with a presentation by the time they're about to be anay. Ay, wala na kong pera. Nakilap ko. Wala kang chichon. Okay? Oh, wala ka mawala, diba? Okay, so now if you do the math, 5,289, 5,289, and 14,400, that's 42,960 pesos. That's pretty powerful, right? Just on 2 people, right? That is a pretty strong return. Now let's explain the difference between low ticket and high ticket. Okay, I need you to really understand this. Okay, I'm going to choose someone out of the audience to be my, let's see here, ma'am, your name is? Pierre? Okay, Pierre, let's say you and I, we've been friends for a very long time. And I want you to be realistic, think in real terms. And you truly trust me. You trust me more than a brother. You love me like your best friend, and I love you like my best friend, and we trust each other like there's no trusting you in anyone, okay? And then I came up to you and I said, Pierre, Pierre, I said, Pierre, oh my God, Mari, I got this great business. Oh my God, it's just getting started. And I know you trust me and we're best friends. And I need you to help me. I need your help. I want you to be with me. Let's do this together. Don't worry about it. So ask me what it is, just trust me. 7,000 pesos, I need that right now. Will you join me? Yes? Yes, right, you join me. 7,000 pesos lang. Why? Because she's my friend. Right? 7,000 lang, she's gonna help me. Pero ang tanong, gagawin niya ba yung negosyo? Maybe she'll do it, maybe not. Right? Maybe she'll go to her first friend, and let's see her name is Rochelle. She goes to Rochelle, and, oh, Rochelle, this is that, blah, blah, blah. Rochelle says, ay, ayaw ko yan, networking. Oh, networking. Oh, ayaw ko yan. Ayaw mo yan? Ayaw mo to? Ayaw mo talaga? Ayaw mo? Oh my God, sige, ayaw ko na rin. Right? He says, I don't want to do it too, because, she got discouraged. Right? So she said, okay lang yun, you know why? Ayaw ko kita naman yun sa trabaho ko, sa negosyo ko, right? I can make that my business, my job. I can flush 7,000 pesos down the toilet, okay lang. At least I help Johnny, my best friend, I help him. Right? So malinis konsensya ko. Pero ito na, tingnan mo, ngayon iba ang pag-usapan kahit magkaibigan kami. Sa una, ibigay niya agad yung 7,000, right? Kasi friends kami. Pero paano kung i-promote ko siya? Kahit magkaibigan kami, I said, and she doesn't understand anything, and I said, oh, yeah, how much you pay? 122,000, will you join me? Join me, 122,000. Di mo alam yun? Talaga, wow, I'm lucky tonight. Yeah, I'm very lucky. But in reality, most people, when you say 122,000, right, okay, let me think about it. Yeah, for sure. Just a nice way of saying no. No way. Right? But guess what? But if she truly trusts me, that's why she said yes, because she understands the business, right? She'll say yes. But guess what will happen here? She will not throw away 122,000. You see? She will not throw away 122,000. In fact, what will she do? Now she'll go up to her first friend, and if her first friend says, ayaw, next. Right? And she'll go to her next person. You know what? Because she will not throw away 122,000 until she finds a true business partner. You're starting to get the picture here? Right? Doon sa 7,000, willing nila itapon yung pera nila. Pero sa 122, hindi nila itatapon yung pera nila. Gets mo? Because it's 122. Right? That's about $3,600. Right? So people don't throw away that kind of money. They don't give up. They will find their two people. And this is the difference between high ticket and low ticket. This is the reason why it duplicates, why it works, why it doesn't go. Because in networking, if she joined at 7,000, ano kailangan niya gawin? Sabi niya, ayaw ko yan. Ayaw mo? Let's say, hindi pa siya sumuko. Recruit. Ano na susuko na siya? Ayaw ko na! Kasi, hirap po. Right? So when they say two, they will say, dalawa lang. Oh, talaga dalawa, more like 200. Right? But here when we say two, talaga just two. Okay, so let's continue. So Al goes out and he finds his first business partner kasi hindi siya willing itapon yung 122 niya. How much does Al make? Al gets his first guy and Barry gets his first guy. They each make 5,289,000 katulad mo. Al completes his second business partner. Al makes a 42,960 katulad mo. Barry completes his second business partner, just like you. Now Barry makes a 42,960. Guess what? How about you? You made one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. Remember, every time there's one on the left, one on the right, we get 424. Here we have two dual, right? Dual pairs. So that's 28,800 pesos. What did you do? Nothing. All you did is you invited Al and Barry, and you each helped them invite their two. Take note, what is the key word? Invite. Okay, your job is not to present. You're a businessman, you're a businesswoman, you're too busy. You leave that for us to do the job for you. All you do is invite. Okay? That's how simple it is. That's what I did when I was 17 years old. All I did was invite. Okay? Now, these four are going to get two each. That's 57,600. Those four will get their two each. Let's say this is month 1, month 2, month 3 to be conservative, right? I don't like to project, network earnings, right? The networking company, they do. Next week, ito na, di ba? Alam nila kung sino yung loko nila, no? And 8, those two get two each as 8, right? It's 250,200. Those 8 get two each at 16. That's 230,400. And you notice something here? Hindi mo napansin, hindi ko siya tinali. I didn't add it up. So I figured you guys are educated people. You guys can do the math yourself. I'm not here to hype you up, so you guys just do the math yourself, okay? So the one thing I will do is explain this, that the left and right concept goes to infinity. It never stops forever. And you know, this is what's so powerful about network marketing, and this is what we call the leverage. Now, first of all, what happens here is that it's like popcorn. The first month is kind of slow because you get your first 2 people, right? 14, 4, 14, 4. Then now you got 2 people finding their 2 each. So next month is now 14, 4, 14, 4, 14, 4. Maybe you decide you just want to help someone else. You got another one, right? And then the next month, 3rd month, right? And then you got more people, right? And you have 14, 4. Maybe they all just got 1 each, but still that count, that's right? It's 44, 44, 44. Oh my God, right? It's a lot. And the next month, it's faster and faster, pretty soon. And it just doesn't stop. Because once you get the ball rolling, you can never stop. And this is why I was doing over $300,000 a month, because the moment you get it going, you can't stop it. It's just impossible to stop it. Okay? And this is what happens in a high ticket. That's why the numbers that come back, the return of income is so big. Imagine if you're getting this. How much, if you add all of that up, which you know it's pretty big, in a traditional business, you invest over 1 million pesos. Did you make your money back in 5 months or 2 months or 3 months? No. But here you invested 122. How much did you make already? That's pretty big, right? A matter of months only. So you gotta really try to understand that. Okay, next is, let's take a look at the Uno Premier Direct Matching Bonus. We've got 3 more slides to go and we're done. 3 more slides. Okay, Uno Premier Direct Matching Bonus. Now, in network marketing, when you find your first business partner in traditional networking, you may get a fast start bonus that costs about, maybe you bring someone in, they join at 7,000, you get maybe 500 pesos, so take out 1,000, how much, you get that again? One time lang yun. One time. Now, paano kung yung tao na yun, na-invite mo, sobrang masipag, you brought in so many people, before that I eventually quit, right? Okay, but you brought in so many people, do you make any money? No, you make nothing. You don't make anything unless you go out and find more people, because there's right qualifiers, all kinds of things that you have to do. But here with Uno Premier, direct investment, direct business investment, direct returns. So you get someone that comes in, let's say Al's going to do 200,000 pesos a month after 6 months. I'm saying 6 months later to be conservative. And then how much? You get 20,000 pesos. You get that for a lifetime royalty for the rest of your life. 10%. Or whatever his income is, right? Then let's say you go out and find your second business partner, Barry, and let's say after 6 months again, Barry's doing about 500,000 pesos a month. That's 50,000, right? Very, very powerful, right? Now to give you, just to be honest with you, so you can understand, when I say 500,000 after 6 months, that's very conservative. Did you know that most of our business partners here with Uno Premier, just within the first 3 to 4 months, already doing numbers upwards of anywhere from 500, 700 to $1 million pesos every month residually, just within 3 to 4 months? So when I say 500,000, 6 months later, I'm being conservative, right? So let's say you get Charlie. Okay, now the problem is, dalawa, left and right, and you can only get 2. But let's say you decided to get 1 more person. Where would you place them? You have no choice either to place them under Al or Barry, right? But because of illustration purposes, since ikaw ang inviter, si Charlie direct siya sa iyo. Pero kahit direct siya sa iyo, nandito siya under Al or Barry. Gets mo? Malinaw ba? Pero dahil ikaw ang direct inviter, yung 3 goes wide, right? Let's say that Charlie's making 500,000 also, another 50,000, and si David, the guy's sick and tired, getting sick and tired. He's making, let's say after 6 months or 1 year later, he's doing about $1 million pesos, 100,000, you add it all up, that's 220,000 pesos every single month. Bukod, doon sa 44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44. Are you starting to see how powerful this is? Because if you can't see how powerful this is, I gotta go check your pulse if you're still breathing. right? It's powerful. Last two slides. Uno Premier unit level bonus. Last two slides. Okay, now we have Al, Barry, Charlie, and David, right? Okay, we know that Al, Barry, Charlie, and David, what's going to happen? There are people, this tree gets very, very big, right? Okay, what's going to happen here? We know that every single one wants to lose what? Belly fat, right? Belly fat. And this tree is going to get really, really big because of what? The product works, it delivers results. So the company says, we're going to pay you 10 levels of 29% for all 10 levels of all product points purchased monthly. Now here's another difference of traditional networking and high ticket. Pay attention to this. This is very important. In traditional network marketing, they say we will pay you the first maybe 1 or 2 positions or 2 levels. We will not pay you on the rest unless you qualify, rank up. And how do you do that? We have group volume, team volume, organization volume, recruitment volume, purchases that you have to make just to qualify. And let's say that you do make your first level, right? Then the company says, okay, you made your first level, now we're going to pay you. If you want to get paid on the rest of the levels, you got to qualify again. But guess what? Now it becomes harder to qualify. It becomes harder and harder and harder. Now guess what? The next month, it almost doubles the quota, right? And let's say you're working, you're getting very close, and the company only gives you 30 days, take note, only 30 days to qualify in traditional networking. You're so close, you're working it, you're getting so close, you're 6,000, 7,000 pesos away, you're so close, you're almost there, it's the last day, you're right there, you're just gonna make it, and it's cut off time 2 p.m., and you're like, shucks, I didn't make it. Oh my God, I worked so hard for that. Right? It's very, very hard. And who makes all the money? The company makes the money, right? You guys suffer. You know what? Well, the big three, they said, we can't have that. We can't fool businessmen, especially the A&D market. We got to give them some level of respect. So this is what we're going to do. Straight business, straight return. Just like when you own a business, anything your business makes, you make that, right? It's all yours. There's no hidden agenda. Well, with Uno Premier, there's also no hidden agendas. When you invest and you get involved in this business, anything that happens in your business partner, your organization, the company says, we're going to pay you all 10 levels with no rank qualification. That's right. Great business. Last slide. Uno Premier International Global Profit Sharing Pool. Now this is here is very interesting. You see, a lot of businessmen and women, they like to put their money in the bank, all their savings, everything, all their profits. Sometimes they roll it over in other businesses, and that's good but smart. A lot of times, some of them says, I'm just going to pick some of it aside and put it in my savings and just draw the interest. But did you know that most of them are not getting more than 0.025% on their money? Right? Very, very small. Here in Uno Premier, we have a saying, and that saying is, be privileged, right? You know, some people, they get offended with that word, be privileged. They say, be privileged, right? Well, the company says, how can we truly make the members privileged without just saying, be privileged? So the big three says, they say, wait a minute, if we're going to give a percent of all our company pie, a small percent, we know that Uno Premier is just getting started. Di ganun kalaki yung pie, right? Right? So there's not much to share yet. But the big three says, sandali lang, teka muna. Isn't it that we own Uno Local? And we have over 800,000 distributors in Uno Local. We are making billions of pesos in Uno Local. Why not take that big pie, put it together with this small growing pie, let's put it all together, and since you're Uno Premier members, we're going to give you 12% all Uno Premier members. Isn't that amazing? That is powerful, right? So what are the global profit share based on the right? 12% of the total points all repurchased products over Uno, and Uno Premier members worldwide is placed in the company share pool. What do you have to do? All you have to do is get started today. Today, we're pretty much done. I'm going to share with you just for 2 more minutes before we close out this night, a little bit later, just 2 more minutes. I'm going to share with you a formula that I've been teaching for the last 22, 23 years. And the last 6 to 7 years I've been implementing it very hard. And this formula, I've taken over 66 people to multi-million-dollar status without fail. I've taken tens of thousands of my students to a multiple 5- and 6-figure income. And I'm going to share this formula with you tonight. You guys want to know that formula? Okay. Well, but before I do that, I'm going to call someone up here just to share a few words. And this individual that I'm going to call up here is not so he can brag, you know, because I know a lot of you, especially in the AV market, have your cars, have your, you know, your houses, but it's just to show you how powerful this industry really is. And he has become a very good friend of mine over time. And I can tell you this business is one very important thing you need to know. This business is all about heart. Because if you have this, and you're thinking about your pocket, and you don't have heart, it means nothing. Because in this business, it's all about pushing people up, pushing them up to the top. You have to have a truly genuine love for people to become successful in network marketing. And I'm going to tell you that this person here is not only genuine, he has a lot of heart. Let's put our hands together for this amazing leader and professional, no other than Warren Tribulak. Thank you, Warren.
Pero wala kayo sir dyan, wala kayo sir dyan. Gusto ko. Hindi, ganito, okay lang mag-Tagalog English. Okay lang. Don't worry, 5 minutes is okay, 5 minutes. So anyway, I'm Warren Tribulak. So right now, I'm recently for a finance company. Your shop is still network marketing. Marami kasi tao na iisip ng network marketing mo. Pero whether you like it or not, network marketing, napakalaki ng network marketing right now. Naniniwala ko kayo. Kasi meron ka idea. One good example right now. One good example nito. Kung hindi ka mag-network ngayon, lahat ng tao mag-network na. Tapos, next week sa US kami. Pangarap na pangarap pumunta ng US. Pangarap na pangarap mag-network sa US. Kita, USA right now, tinatanggap na nila ang network marketing as profession. Dito ako sa Pilipinas ko ngayon, ang hindi talaga sila ako mag-scam kami Pilipinas. Ano mali? Maraming mga site namin, maraming nakakais na ganun. Maraming mga sabi Pilipinas. Pero yan, pero hindi lahat. And kung tingin ko sa unang premiere ko, history never dies. Ang unang premiere, tayo mo rin sa unang ko, hindi na naligaw ko tayo. Bilang ng idea, ang mineral water before 15 years ago, diba? Pag binenta sa'yo, ayaw mo bilhin. Pero bakit? Kasi kami yung sa ating sa pag-ibig. Tama ba rin? Kaya naman, try mo mineral water niya. Try mo ngayon na hindi na sa tubig kayo sa puso ng tingin. Asa sabihin pa yan. Tama? Kasi bakit? Ngayon ang sistema na tingin. Kailangan kung hindi tayo mineral water. Tama ba rin? Whether you like it or not, dapat ang panon. Kung hindi mo gagawin ng tubig here, kung hindi mo gagawin ng network marketing, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, maniwala sa akin. Ang may alam sa'yo, kung malaking ka network ka ba? Kung sinabi mo hindi, saan ka natin? Sila ka na network na. Yan ang idea. Kaya, ako po yan. Kasi ito, kung namin hindi ko tulog, ay yung ulog pa natin. Marami doon, hindi sa mga rin natin. Ay marami, sobrang dami. Sobrang dami, kasi manatulog mga kala. Tama mali. Okay, yan yung ulog natin. For the past 8 years time, ang nagbuo namin ng network for the past 8 years time sa ulog pa yung mga bata. Nagsamasa. Pero huwag kayo mag-alit, huwag kayo mag-alit. Pero sa mga kasa at sa mga bata yan, we produce over 1,900 years. Kasi, isa na yung mga doon. Kaya po mga features sa Radio 3, sa Go Show, sa Keep Asking. Kaya po ako is coming 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, featuring ako sa P24. Kasi bakit? Isa din ako sa mga tao. Walang wala before, nagbago buhay. Huwag ko kayo may bang, hindi ko kaya naman. Okay, mag-share lang po. Magkano kayo ba? Ito yung nakikita ko ngayon po. Nag-aawit ako ng 1.1 to 1.6 million naman. 2 months ago, 1.1. Ang ang tatlo, ano po? Pwede lang ba yan? Tutusin ko pala kayo. Alam mo rin na, kasi dahil ito 1 million naman yan, ito sinasabi ko lang, ito po kalaki ang pilo ko. Whether you like it or not, ito yung mga bagay-bagay pwede mong natin sa inyo. Ano pa ka naman natin? bilhin mo po lang, 468,000, hindi siya masama. Ito lang yung bahay ko, hindi siya masama. Because of tulong ko niya. So, nakakaya tayo po ako. Pero siyempre, yung sa negosyo natin, hindi kami yung successful unless wala kang taong sila yung successful. Yung mga tao na ang sa dinala kayo dito, wala nang natin na. Tulungan ako kayo tayo. Kasi hindi din sila kikita, kasi nayayaman, pag nakasama yung mga mga. Tingnan nyo, kasama ko for the past 8 years time, parang ako nakikita ng bilis one, parang 8 years na pag-uwi for the past 8 years. 8 years, kasi bakit? Kaya wala ng people right now under my network very, very, very deep. In fact, I have 8 plus multi-millionaires under my network. Kaya ito sila. Marami. Para yung mga mga. In terms of Google Premier, sabi ko kasi negosyo, nasa kung saan-saan kita din. Marami sa mga operations, network out ng Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Dubai, Mexico, nasa US yung mga. Okay? Now, eto mo ulit. Bakit tayo pa yung Google Premier? Okay, ito na saan tayo. Ang uno lang, parang ito na yan. Parang Toyota Lexus. Toyota ang lahat ng Lexus na yung mga brand. Diba? May Alveo, Avida, ayan, Premier. Okay, ang tawag na market segmentation. Pero ang tawag na uno local, which is kung tata, kung dati, pero may Google Premier. Ito, uno Premier ko, tayo yung lahat dito, kung sa full market pa tayo, asking market ay big Premier ko, kasi bakit kasi wala na tayo ng siguro. In fact, March 15 pala yung sila. March 15. In fact, I think 2 months pa lang po. Ano ba kanila ba yan? Kaya mga nagkakaroon tayo dito, mga kasama natin, ito yung office natin. Kasi yung buong second floor. Yung buong second floor po, ito mga mga. Pwede na? Pwede na? Ang ganda sa pagkita. Okay? Singapore, International South Korea. Okay, ito maki-IC sa mga ito natin. Pero Pakistan, mga buong okay? And one of my leader right now, si PJ, pumunta na Nigeria next week. Kasi mga Nigerian po, kasama po natin, yung office na sa Lagos, sa Lagos, sa Abuja. Napapabis ako sa Nigeria. Bakit? Kasi dito tayo. So, mabakit tayo. Kasi mga kumakaw, meron Dubai, dito pa kayo si-share nyo. Okay lang? Okay lang, diba? Yung Dubai kasi, ang Premier kasi sila sa Dubai, kasi malamang sistema tayo. Hello? Ako sila mabuti. Yung mga, Abu Dhabi. Konting background lang, ikaw to, pag may global sa kaliwa, global sa kanan, 1818, may 44 ka, pag sa kaliwa, 8 sa kanan, 72. Pag premier sa kaliwa, premier sa kanan, 36. Pag global sa kaliwa, 8 sa kanan, that's 7,200. Premier, 3636. Now, nagpunti ako kung premier right now, 6. Kasali na daw kayo pumunta ng ibang gagawa ng network. Sino ba nakakaya na pala network marketing report? Taas mo kami. Huwag po kayo na yan. Taas mo kami. Ito ulit tayo. Normally ngayon po, sa lahat ng network marketing na pumapasok ngayon, ang ginagawa nila, kailangan kumuha ng maraming accounts. Tama na rin. You can get 3 accounts, 7 accounts, 15 accounts, 100 accounts, 200 accounts. Naman, example kumuha ng account. Under your team. Okay naman yan, kasi kung sa team na mo lalaki. Ang problema lang, kailangan ko ito. If you invite 10 people, wala kang choice, ikakaalam mo yan sa mga accounts ko. Kasi parang nabawi ka naman. Tama mali. Ang dilema niya, marami kang tao hindi matulong kumita kasi bakit? Kasi hindi ka ng tao. Hindi mo katulong meron. You're the only system po sa network marketing industry here in the Philippines right now. Support system, wala kang choice, 1 account system ka lang. Anong sabihin? Pag premier ka, hanggang 1.1 million ang nakikitahin mo. Pag pili ka, 1.5, may goal, almost 2 million ang example, sa scenario. May invite na 10. Yung dalawa, ilalagay ko dyan. Pag yung sobra, wala kang choice, itutulong mo talaga sa ilalim. Ito lang yung mga tamo. Ito ang apply mo. Is it possible makapag-invita siya sa 10? Yung sobrang invite, ilalagay na dito, ilalagay na dito. Isa ka apply mo, makapag-invita sa 10. Yung sobrang invite, ilalagay dito, ilalagay dito. Hindi ka makakasiguro, may mga na. Eh, parang oo nga, pa-5 minutes tayo. Eh, paano kung libo rin tao natin? Kung marami rin mga tao. Pakita sa inyo ha, 1,000 yung tao dito. Nandito ako sa kailangan, kumali yung katalawin mo. Hello? Ibig sabihin, 1,000 rin na tao ang pwede magbibigay ng tao sa inyo. So habang lumalaki tayo, ang snowball effect, lumalaki at lumalakas. Kaya gusto ko ito, simulaan una ka. Alam mo ba, kaya pag una ka, isasakit ka naman ang kumita talaga. Diba? So anyway, yan. Kasi bakit? Dito ba ako lang na-inspire? Last Monday, kaya? It's very mahusay. Mahusay ka talaga. Kasi bakit? Ako po 8 years ako sa business. I'm very, very good. Kasi bakit ito po, kasi nagsimula ko ng 3 years sa Dubai, si Derby mahusay sumali. So, yung mga nakonsista natin sa engineer. Ito malupit. Ngayon po, nakalabordini nila ako siya. Ang nakakabalo dyan, 8 years na ako, ikaw 1 year and a half pala. Kung magkano nakita ko, ano sa bantayan na nakikita. Ano na save na hindi pera? Ang save niya ko, kasi ako 8 years, ikaw 1 year pala. Hindi niya sabi ko, ganun ka-powerful ko kung hindi. Ito malupit. Ito na-invite niya. Na-invite niya si Rene Capua. Si Rene Capua, yan siya, naglagay ng account. Kumusin na. Hello? Sabi niya, by speak over naman eh. Marami na mamimigay. Naglagay na siya sa account, na-invite na ngayon si Wilson. Si Wilson, dating gas and boy. After 8 months time, nagka-harm. At most of them, nakadaway si Wilson. Naalala nyo, direct monthly goals, lahat ng kinikita ng direct downline mo nakita ko rin. So for the past 8 months time, hindi siya umakaw, kinikita siya. Nung nakita niya ng mga tribo niya, ito malupit, pinataw niya. After 8 months time, or 1 year and 6 months na, ito malupit. Right now, struggling so perfect. And in fact, siya na ngayon ang number 1 of the world divide. Ano yung gusto sabihin? Ang hindi gusto nito ito. Hindi perfect na yung sa inyo. Mas nakikita tayo namin tayo ito malapit. Ito, top 1, top 2, so support na lang ko yun. Anong point ko? Pwede ko. Lahat ng tayo bago dito sa video. Sabi niya, mas sarap ko naman dito. Kung mas sarap ko, ano yung sabihin? Simula ko natin tayo. Ano bakit? Well, yung lagi na lang pag lumaki ko, maniwala sa akin, ang ating mga bagong pangalan sa unong premiere na aakyat sa isang natin. So, US po, sa California, sa Chicago, sa Las Vegas, sa Texas, Colorado, California. In fact, I want to thank my leader in US this year, the Ambassador David Edsa Shangri. Ito pa naman si Sir David. So the best part right now, hello. Last part is gusto ko si Sulitin. Gusto ko tayo maintindihan yung kasi bakit. Gusto ko maintindihan, I want to talk to your heart. You know, this is just like money. You know, we can change a lot of people's lives. You get an idea. Right now, a business right now is a global business, right? The good thing about Uli Premier right now is family business. For the past 8 years, trying never to make 20 family. I'm not allowed. Pero ngayon, maniwala sa akin sa hindi, right now po, kasama ko na buong pamilya ko. Kasi bakit, ang gusto sabihin ko, pag binakaw ko buong premier, gusto ko mauna ko ng mga pamilya ko. Yung mga pamilya ko, hindi sasama sa sibababa ko ng tao eh. Ang mali, kunayan ko ng pamilya ko. Kung ayaw na sumama, okay lang. At sa ibay ko sila. Nilagay ko ngayon, ito ko lang nagkunahan na lahat yun. Kasi bakit kinaprandawin niya, nasa less than 100 people pala. Ito ba, kaya sabi sa kanila, sabi sa iyo, yung ako invite sa'yo, yung ako kinaprandawin niya. Pero whether you like it or not, hindi kami titigil na dati po yan. Kung 50 ang downline yan, maging 500 yan. Maging 1,000, maging 1,500, maging 2,000, maging 5,000. Kung nauna ka at pumasok ka, ito lang, kung 5,000 na sila, kung 5,000 na kayo, kung 5,000 na yung grupo nyo, ito lang, parang kalahat ng grupo mo. Hindi ba ang excited nga ba? Ay, nako. Ito lang, kasi gusto ko talaga i-share sa inyo. Ay, simulan natin ngayon, maniwala kayo sa akin. 8 years ago, isa ako sa pioneer ng Puno Local. And look at us right now. Puno Premier is just starting 2 months. And I'm sure 6 months from now, 1 year from now, there's a lot of people who change their lives. Maniwala sa akin. Anong point ko? Ano ba? Kung mas pala tayo, ikabalatan natin. Global business ko. If you have business right now, you can alam mo taxi right now, may taxi ka, dami na taxi ko pwede ko sa Cebu, sa Davao. Tama mali? Sabi mo, kung premier, how much is investment? 30, 60, magpalik ko. Malamit, international business ka? Yes. Ito may office natin sa US. We're the only Filipino-owned company right now in America na nagbukas ng office sa USA. So we are very You know why? Sa Uno Local, ang market namin Pilipinas lang. Sa Uno Premier, ang market namin A and B and international. Ganun kalawak. Sinuko ko. If you are 30 right now, suko ka. Kung gusto may 30 ka, kung naging nag-aalamani ka, 30 ka. Kung hindi ka medyo kaya mo, magsisik ka. Kung medyo marami ka pa pera, buy ka pa dito. Kasi ang 22,000, gawin ang 22,000 right now. Kung nakagay mo sa bangko yung magkano, 1% o 2% per month yan. Sa Uno, ito malapit. Bakit 1 to 2% per year? Hindi yan per year sa atin. Dapat niya, monthly, yung 100 ko na yan, nakapawin ka kung yung dalawang taon. Tama mali. Kaya kung mga ito ka, and that's before I end. Before I end. We're the only network marketing company in the Philippines right now. We're sa HTV. And isa ko doon sa Edsa Shangri. Anyway, before I end, guys, subukan niyo po. We are on our second wave of momentum. Our first wave was last sa third wave pala. Yung first wave namin soft launching, yung second wave namin yung ground launching. Yung third wave namin yung nakubukas ng office natin and starting June of last week of May. Habang wala ka pa yung office ko, siguro ko kanina. Magkakaroon natin ng office before end of May, hindi na trabaho ko yun. Ito mo na alam mo yung tawag sa mga bolet? Hello? Parang ganito, pag nagtutulak tayo ng kotse, mahirap kayo lang isa. Dati nag-start at yung premier ko, hindi na kami. Pero tayo, madami kami. Ito, ang kotse pag tutulak, at doon kami na momento, nagbibita ako namin yan, direct yan. Subukan mo pumunta sa harap, masasagasa ka talaga. Ako mali. Ano ibig sabihin? Hindi ka mag-uulong premier, whether you're like it or not, sasabihan na kita ng katsahan. Ang labanan ko ng Uno Premier Connection. Kami sa lokal sipag. Hindi ko kailangan flyers dito, hindi. Ang labanan nito connection, pag marami kang connection, sasabi ko talaga. Yung kaya. Kaya saan tayo, kung momentum ko, kaya ko sinasabi sa inyo eh. Kasi dati naka-live streaming tayo eh. Marami akong makatawa sa iba't ibang lugar na nanonood sa akin. Hello! Naka-live streaming tayo. Naka-live streaming tayo. Hello! Hi! Hello! Ay, hindi sabihin, ang momentum po, sabayan nyo. Kasi bakit? Pag hindi nyo sasabayan yan, itagong nga yung mga kaibigan, kamag-anak, kilala ko na. Alam mo bakit? May mga training po kami, nakatulad yung training ni Sir Travis Tapio. May mga trainings po kami, malulupit po mga trainings namin. Maniwala ka sa akin, pag hindi mo sila iinitahin, maiinita namin yan. At pag naiinita namin yan, maniwala ka sa akin, madadala ko yung special. Ang mali. At sabihin mo, Uno Premier. Maniwala ka sa akin, diretsahan ko tayo. If you can beat them, join them. And all the people right now that started Uno Premier all over the Philippines and abroad, whether you like it or not, this business will go very, very strong. This will go very, very big. Sabayan natin, let's start strong, and it's strong, and let's make a lot of money for all of you.
Amazing, huh? Now I'm going to share with you just the last 2 minutes of your time. We're pretty much done here. I know many of you here tonight are thinking, you know what, I wasn't prepared. I came here tonight and it's not something I thought that I want to do, but now that I see what Uno Premier is all about, I definitely want a piece of the action. So if you're wondering, do we accept credit cards? Yes, we do. Take advantage right now at 0% interest if you can get started with Uno Premier. For those who are saying, you know, I'm not a credit card user, I'm a cash user. I use cash. So what you need to do is you need to make yourself a mental commitment and get together with the person who invited you, since you probably didn't bring the money with you, and say, you know what, I'm going to make a change and a difference in my life starting tonight. I'm going to fill out that form with the person who invited me, and tonight is going to be the night that I start the change in my life. The next thing you're going to do, the second part of the formula that I'm going to be sharing with you, is that you always have to attend the training. You attend the trainings, I'm going to teach you how not to be a great presenter, because that's not what you need to know when you're first getting started. I'm going to teach you how to be a great inviter. And I'm going to show you the techniques that even the most stubborn relatives that will say no to you is going to say yes. And I'm going to teach you many different things along the way. Pretty soon I'll be doing a boot camp training, which hasn't been announced yet. But I'll be doing a boot camp training somewhere in the Tagaytay area. It's going to be a one-day training event. Most of the time, a lot of times I've been doing this in the past. I do a 3-day boot camp. Believe it or not, I charge about $10,000 per head. You can't charge this kind of money, of course, in the Philippines. Nothing goes down to start that much, right? But I'm going to do a shorter version of that, a one-day training. The tickets will be around 2,700, 2,800 pesos. The first 100 people, the ticket will be like a 2.5. And the reason I made it cheap is so that way, you're not forced to stay at the hotel to stay overnight. If you decide you want to stay there, at least I'll work out a special deal with the hotel so you could get a discounted rate. Many of you guys like to just go home afterwards. So one day event is going to be food and everything. I'm going to be training you and teaching you some very, very powerful techniques. I'm going to show you one technique where your phone is going to be ringing off the hook. I'm going to show you how people will be chasing you, people you don't even know. You're not going to be chasing them. Your phone is going to be ringing every single day, and your job is not to present or to explain, but to merely invite them to a business preview. If not a business preview, to the person who invited you, with the person who invited you to this business, so he can be properly presented. You guys understand this? Okay? The last part of that formula is every person that you invite, now you have a choice to either do the 40-40-40 plan, right? 40 years of your life, but did you know that 40 hours a week is it's not easy, right? Now, what do you think is easier, 40 hours a week or 2 hours a week? What would you rather choose? 2 hours, right? And now you either do 40 hours a week, making someone else richer, or 2 hours a week. All you have to do in 2 hours a week is invite one person per week, either from the marketing techniques I teach you or from your own efforts. All you're going to do is invite one person per week, every week for the next, take note, 18 months. 18 months. For the next 18 months, you're going to invite one person per week. And it does not matter. It does not matter if that person shows up, does not show up, invests, does not invest, but you made a mental commitment to treat this like a real business for the next 18 months. And I promise you, if you do this for 18 months without giving up, you will be driving your Lamborghini! Tonight, you all. Everyone, thank you for that.
There's more in there. Stop na daw, stop na daw.